afternoon. My name is Dr. Chudi Ufondu of Snowspirations Global Health Solutions. Thank you so much and welcome to a brand new month of September 2021. Today's clinic is a special clinic for so many reasons. Most times when we show up, we focus on women, but we understand that when we want to start our family, we also need the men. Now, today's clinic will serve the men better, but everybody is welcome. Today, we're going to look at the Ball's method of handling male infertility. It's important you understand this because some of the things you will learn today will just need a little quick fix and understanding. Then you can start your family. If your partner is in attendance, please make sure you exchange notes after today's presentation. If your partner is not in attendance, but he's got free time, I'm not going to take much of your time. I'm going to spend about 15 minutes, then use 15 minutes to take questions. So today we're going to talk about men, and we'll be spending more time with men in regards to finding the problems from men that might stop the family from starting. So we will focus on Ball's method of managing infertility in men. Balls, B-A-L-L-S. So please grab your pen and paper and pick few notes. After my presentation, I'm also going to release my transcript. So if you understand better by reading through, keep in touch with me. After this, I'm going to share my script. Now, later today, by 7 p.m. my time, which will be about 12 a.m. your time, I will also show up to discuss about the failure in IVF. So what happens when your IVF fails? For the past few days, we've been talking about IVF. We've talked about the process, then we talked about the cost. If you are planning to go for IVF, this is September. We have September, October, November, December. It's not late to act. So if you have been sitting on the fence in regards to starting your family, please start. Today is the best day to take a review and review your commitments. If you had wanted to be a father in January 1st, 2021, ask yourself a simple question. Am I a father now? It's my wife pregnant. Do we know what the problem is? Have we sought the right help? Are we doing our best? If you can answer all these questions, then you can go to sleep. Are we practicing PPP? Are we praying the right prayers? Are we making love 48 hourly? Are we seeing a fertility specialist? Have I seen a urologist? If you can provide feedbacks to all these questions, you can comfortably sleep and you will wake up in 2022 a father, a mother. Now, when you come in, let me know where you're located, okay? So that way we can take stock and make sure we have enough provisions for you. Focus on the admin. If today is the first day of attending my clinic, thank you so much. Every single day we show up. So let's quickly start. When we talk about balls, I'm going to take it one alphabet at a time. So the first B is actually referring to your basic genetics. So your genetics are actually what your parents gave you. Remember that for a baby to be fully formed, the mother will bring her genetics. It's called chromosomes. The father will bring his genetics. It's also called chromosomes. 23 from the mother, 23 from the father, and both of them will combine to make babies. Now, the father has the determining factor to know if you're going to have a boy or a girl. Matter of fact, for the month of September, we're going to dwell on family selection, gender selection, balancing. So it's actually the man that will determine if you're going to have a baby boy or a baby girl. So in some men, the problem that might be stopping them from starting their family might be from the genetics. So some men can have chromosomal abnormalities. Some men can have genetic error or microdeletion. One of the errors a man can have is what we call microdeletion of the Y chromosome. So the Y chromosome is what will make a boy. The X chromosome is what will make a girl. So women have two X chromosomes. Men have XY chromosomes. So if the father has a problem in the normal formation of the chromosomes, he will not be able to have a baby. So this is what you need to do. If you're a man and your partner is 35 years and above, and you guys have been PPP, so PPP means you're praying, you're making love 48 hourly, you're consulting a fertility specialist. If you go for your seminal fluid analysis and they told you that your sperm count is low, your motility is poor, your morphology is poor, if you guys try for 6 months and you are not able to get your woman pregnant, you need to ask your provider to go for genetic testing. It's possible that the problem you're having might be from genetics. So B stands for basic genetics, basic components you have in your body. Very important. Unfortunately, if you have any problem in your chromosomes or your genetics, maybe there is an omission or something, it's better you are informed so you program your mind on what to do. Unfortunately, if you have genetic problems, there is no treatment for that. So if the white part of the chromosome is completely missing, then we need to start looking for donor sperm. But you need to know where you stand. So the first B is knowing your basic genetics, basic component of your body as a man. Some men might have problems from birth. One of the syndromes that men can have is what we call Klinefelter syndrome. Men that have Klinefelter syndrome might not be able to father kids. Now, sometimes some of these syndromes might not really give you a chance to even note them. So this is reason why a man looking for a baby must consult with a urologist. A urologist. Now, number 2 is the anatomy. So the anatomy is the way that God designed the body of a man, the way that God designed the penis, the way God designed the scrotum, the way God designed the testicles. There are specific ways that God designed the body of a man. Now, for a baby boy, when a baby boy is developing in the body of a woman, the testicle starts developing from the abdomen. Now, as the baby is getting ready to be born, the testicles will start descending. So the origin of the balls in boys, it's from the abdomen. Now, in some men, those balls will not descend fully. So some men might not be able to father kids because of what we call undescended testes. Undescended testes means the testis is arrested somewhere in the abdomen. This is something that must be diagnosed early. So if you have a baby boy, when you are checking your baby boy, when you are bathing your baby boy, please examine the scrotum. Make sure the 2 balls are in the scrotum. If you notice that the 2 balls are not there, please take your boy to a pediatrician. We need to conduct an investigation and make sure that the balls are not arrested. If the boy has undescended testes, the earlier we fix it, the better. It can be corrected. If we don't correct it, sometimes those arrested testicles can transform into cancer later in life. These are things we have to do. So a caring mother should take time to examine the genitalia of both the baby boy and the baby girl. Let me also tell you why. We are living in an evil time. There are so many pedophiles out there. There are so many people that abuse kids. So you need to pay attention to the vagina of your baby. You need to pay attention to the penile area of your babies. Very, very important. Some babies are abused. Some baby girls, some baby boys are abused by evil people. So if you are bathing your boy and you check the testicles and they are not there, whether both of them or one, please go to your doctor immediately. So that's number 2. Some men can also have what we call varicocele. So there are veins inside the area that sperm is made. If you have this varicocele condition, it's actually another cause of infertility. So we discovered that most men that have infertility have varicocele. Varicocele is an example of anatomical problems in the veins that are found inside the male reproductive system. If your partner has varicocele, your partner might need surgery. If varicocele is not corrected, your partner might not be able to get you pregnant. If you have varicocele, you need to consult with a urologist. Majority of men that have varicocele will need varicocectomy, correction of the varicocele. In most cases, if it's properly diagnosed and is properly corrected early, the man can still go further and father a child. So two examples of anatomical problems that might lead to male infertility is what? Undescended testes and varicocele. They can be corrected. So we've dealt with number one, basic genetics. Number two, anatomical malformations. Now we are getting to the L. So what's the L? Lifestyle. Your lifestyle as a man can directly affect your ability to become pregnant. When you are drinking, when you are smoking, when you are taking a lot of alcohol, when your body weight is very high, when you are not sleeping, when you do a lot of things that will put your body under stress, when your lifestyle is very poor, it can directly affect your sperm performance. So men that suddenly added a lot of weight, men that do not go for 30 minutes exercise every day, men that do not sleep, men are generally recommended to have 8 hours sleep. When you don't get enough sleep, when you don't exercise, when you don't eat good food, men are supposed to eat more fruits and vegetables. When you expose yourself to a lot of stress, it can affect the quality and the quantity of your sperm. What is the common thing you've discovered in all the stuff I've been mentioning? They are things we can fix. So you can change your lifestyle. You can go for walk. You can go for running. You can swim. You can make sure you reduce your body weight. You can sleep. You can avoid stress. You can avoid smoking. You can reduce your alcohol or you stop it completely. If you do this, you are directly improving the quality of your sperm. Your ability to get your woman pregnant is directly related to how you take good care of yourself. When you are exercising, when you are eating good food, when you go to see your doctor regularly, you're doing it for the health of it. You want to continue your family lineage. You want to continue where your father stopped. You can do this. So if you have been having problems becoming a father, do the right things. Let's check your genetics. Let's make sure you don't have anatomical problems. Then change your lifestyle. So the next L, it's your labs. You see, there are important hormones in the body of a man that when it goes wrong, it can directly affect your ability to become pregnant. So we need to collect your blood sample and send them to the lab and check your testosterone level. Testosterone is the male hormone. It's also the sex hormone. Some men that have infertility will have very low level of testosterone. It's called low T. When you have low T, it's also correlated to how you live. Some men might have hypertension, diabetes, and cholesterol problems. Then on top of that, they have high BMI. When you have that, the possibility that your testosterone level is low is high. When your testosterone level is low, you cannot perform. You will have poor libido. You will not make love to your partner. When you don't make love to your partner, you're not going to get pregnant. Now, some men can also have high level of prolactin. Prolactin can also affect your ability to become a father. Some men can also have abnormality in thyroid hormones. So when we collect your blood test, we check your blood for thyroid hormones, prolactin, and also check the level of your testosterone. We also check some indices for diabetes. Some men might have pre-diabetes or they are already diabetic. So when we are collecting your blood, we are also checking what we call hemoglobin A1C. Hemoglobin A1C can give us an inkling if you are developing diabetes or if you already have diabetes, if you have a good managed diabetes. So your lifestyle is very important. Your lab is very important. So remember, we've dealt with the number one factor, which is what? Your basic genetics, your anatomical issues, now your lifestyle. And we talked about labs. The last component of Ball's method of managing male infertility is what? Sex and your sexual life. Now, by default, we have noticed, we have confirmed that the ability of you to make love 48 hourly will correlate with your ability to get your woman pregnant. If you notice, a caring doctor will ask you how your sexual life is. So when you come to my clinic and you're having infertility, I'm going to be very explicit. I'm going to ask you about your frequency of sexual encounter with your partner. It will surprise you that some men are putting the penis in the anus instead of the vagina. It will surprise you that some men are having poor erectile structures. They don't have normal erection. Some men have premature ejaculation. Some men have so many sexual problems, but because of shame, because of pride, because of, a couple of things in the society, they don't seek help. So anybody can have problems with their sexuality. Some of the drugs you're taking for hypertension, for diabetes, can affect your performance. So if you're a man and for some reason you are not able to play your role, you are not able to carry out your civic responsibility. Your civic responsibility is to do what? To make love to your partner 48 hourly. Now remember that love making is not just for making babies. Love making is also for pleasure. Matter of fact, couples that combine their lovemaking for pleasure will easily get pregnant. But when you are only looking for the procreation, if you have poor erectile dysfunction, don't be shameful about it. Now, for the female partners, don't use the fact that your partner is no longer as strong as he used to be to attack him. Encourage him to seek help. We can correct the problem. If you have poor erectile function and you need to be given Cialis or Viagra, you can be prescribed that. If you need to be given hormone replacement therapy for your testosterone, we can do that. But this is what we know. Everything I mentioned can work together to help you to become a father in the month of September. If you work on it, you can easily get your woman pregnant. So if we know your genetics, if it's something that your doctor needs to put into consideration, your doctor will know about it. If you have anatomical problems, you have undescended testes or varicocele, we can work on that. If your lifestyle can be modified, you eat properly, you sleep, you drink only water, you avoid alcohol, you don't smoke, you don't use recreational drugs. If we can look at your labs and correct anything we can see there, if you can make love judiciously, intentionally, every 48 hours, regardless of your infertility status, both of you might suddenly discover that in 2022, your parents. There are so many men that might not have babies in 2021, but in 2022, they can have twins. There are so many members of this community who might have had 15 years of infertility, 20 years of infertility. In 2022, they can have triplets. Some might have quadruplets. Now, I want to challenge you on the first day of September 2021. How will your first day of September 2022 be like? Will you have your family intact? Will you have your boys? Will you have your girls? Will you have your twins? Will you have your triplets? Will you have your quadruplets? You see, when I show up every day, I see multitude of women that will become. I don't see excuses. I don't see negative. So I see 39 people that will become parents for attending this clinic, for killing your pride, for showing up. God is going to visit you and your family. As a man, I want you to be a good leader. So lead from the front. When you have problems, confront your problems. Don't be in denial. Don't look for quick fix. Start working on your body. If you don't have a fertility specialist, try and subscribe today. If you haven't seen a doctor, most Nigerian men, I don't normally go to the hospital. I'm very well. I don't get sick. They treat malaria. They treat typhoid without knowing they're damaging their body. It's not only when you're sick you see a doctor. There is something called wellness visit. So if you haven't seen a doctor in 2021 as a man, you are not doing the right things. Every man, like every woman, is encouraged to bring out one day and go to a specialist, and we check your body and we make sure you're good. while you're doing your own part. So I encourage you to be a good man. If you guys are finding it difficult to become parents, you can succeed when you work as a team. Remember that family is about the best and the worst. Remember that when you married your woman is for better, for worse. Now is the worst. Together you can switch and you can become. I'm looking you directly eyeball to eyeball, and I'm telling you, you can be a father, you can be a mother, but don't be party to delay in your ability to become. Okay, so I'm going to open the clinic now, and I'm going to take care of your questions. Okay, so please ask your questions. Dr. Ndiche will also assist me in providing feedbacks. My admin is also in the house, so if you need any help, if you have any questions, let's tackle your questions right now, okay? All right, guys, let's see what we have. So I challenge you to make it a September to remember, okay? All right, let's start. Please ask your questions in real time. If you have any questions, the clinic is open. Don't be shy. Don't be ashamed. Ask all your questions. I will give you my simple, best answers. When we show up for one reason, to help. So I'm here to help you. So feel free to ask your questions. My clinics are mainly tailored for people that might not be able to afford my services. If you are not able to subscribe for 1 week, for 1 month, for 3 months, for 6 months, for ANC, this is your opportunity. Remedy to sperm motility. Now, your partner needs to see a urologist. Besides seeing a urologist, your partner needs to have an overview and a total overhaul of their lifestyle. He needs to start exercising at least 30 minutes every day. He needs to start eating his fruits and vegetables every single day. He needs to watch his portion size. He needs to watch his stress level. He needs to drink only water. He needs to stop alcohol. He needs to watch his body weight. If your partner can do this, your sperm quality, both the count, motility, and morphology can suddenly improve. And every man is encouraged to take their daily multivitamins because you're not getting everything you need in food. So let me repeat again. Exercise, watch what you eat, sleep. Every man is supposed to have at least 8 hours sleep. Avoid stress, no smoking, no Igbo, no street drugs, no alcohol. When you do this, you will become a father. Okay, let's continue, guys. Okay? Your friend's 2 fallopian tubes have been removed due to 2 ectopic pregnancy. Can she still get pregnant naturally? No, my sister. The natural way of becoming pregnant is to have the tubes to conduct the eggs. When the eggs are released through the process of ovulation, they will enter the tubes. They will wait for the sperm in the ampulla. The sperm will come into the vagina, pass through the cervix, enter the womb, then enter on the proximal side of the tube. Then when it enters on the proximal side of the tube, it will meet the egg in the ampulla. Both of them will join together to form the embryo. Now, if we remove your tubes, but you still have eggs, you can still become a mother. You can have twins. You can have triplets. You can have quadruplets. But guess what? You can only do this with the aid of IVF. So go tell your friend. I'm sure they've explained to her. The problem is sometimes we don't deal with our reality. Now, any woman, they've removed her 2 tubes, cannot become pregnant naturally because there is no bridge. So consider your tubes, the 2 bridges that will lead you from Asaba to Onitsha. If you get to Asaba and you want to get to Onitsha, what will you do? You will enter the bridge. No matter how long the hold up is on that bridge, so long as you're in that bridge, you will get to Onitsha. But if you get to Asaba and the bridge is completely blocked and you need to get to Onitsha, what will you do? You can either use canoe or you swim or you fly in. IVF is your flying in. So when your 2 tubes are blocked, you can still become a mother, but we need to collect your eggs, collect your partner's sperm, join both of them together outside your body, then transfer it back into your womb. This is simply what IVF is all about. Now, please tell your friend to be careful. If she has had 2 ectopic pregnancies and she's had salpingectomy, she's actually at risk. The only way that will make her a mother, you can quote me anywhere, I keep it real, is to go for IVF. Now, let's hope she is too young. So we still need to go and check her egg reserve. So long as your friend has good eggs, she can become a mother of twins, triplets, quadruplets. Now, what a woman needs to become pregnant naturally is at least 1 open tube. So even if the other tube is cut off, that ovary can still be producing eggs. The eggs from your left ovary can be transported and enter into the right tube. The eggs from your right tube can be transported and enter to the left tube. So your ovaries and your eggs are mobile. Once it's released, it can switch and enter through the other side. So what you need technically to become a mother is 1 tube. When God was creating women, God is a very amazing God. God gave women 2 tubes, 2 ovaries, 1 womb. When God gave you 2 tubes, God was giving you alternatives. When God gave you 2 ovaries, God was giving you alternatives so that if anything happens to the other side, you can compensate. Anytime God is giving us 2 structures, God is just an amazing God that thinks ahead on time. 2 eyes, 2 nostrils, 2 legs, 2 hands, 2 balls. It's 2 breasts. Anytime you have 2 structures, one of them can do okay. People can survive with 1 kidney. People can survive with 1 lung. But when you have only 1 structure in the body, you must be careful. If you have only 1 brain, only 1 heart, only 1 lung, only 1 liver, you need to be careful. But anytime you have any 2 organs, any 2 structures, they can compensate. So in your friend's case, what we need to consider first is the ovarian egg reserve. So long as your friend still has ovaries and the eggs are still good, she can become a mother in 2022. She can become a mother of 2, 3, 4 in this group. So it's important to explain to your friend. You see, the problem is sometimes we waste the time we don't have. There are some women that are 45 in our group today. They are still waiting for the triumphal entry of Jesus to Damascus. My sister, deal with your reality. Your age is constant. You can't fix your age. You can't cheat on your age. The older you are, the more difficult it becomes. Everybody is challenged. All your friends, you're reading their testimony, at some point they had infertility, but they overcame infertility. So the question you should be asking yourself on the 1st day of September is, am I doing enough? Do we have enough resources? Are we comfortable in our infertility? Who are we consulting? What is the problem? Where can I get help? So that when you're praying, you are praying God to connect to the people that will help you. If you don't have money, while you are looking for money, you continue making love to your partner. There are so many of our members that will be looking for money for IVF and they will become pregnant. There are so many men that have poor sperm count. There are even some men they told they have azoospermia. They can still get their woman pregnant because nothing in life is permanent. But you must take your chances. The problem is we pray the wrong prayers. We think we have time. We blame everything on God. We expect everything on God. What God cannot do. Look, let's keep it real. Let's not bother God with what we can do for ourselves. So regardless of what your problem is, continue making love with your partner, okay? Let me see if I can attend to one more question, then we go for the day. All right, remember the month of September is going to be devoted to family balancing, gender selection. So it's possible that you want to have a girl, you want to have a boy, for family balancing, for whatever reason. It's possible. So we are going to teach you the unconventional ways, then we're going to teach you the right ways. Now, the choice is for you to choose what you need to do. But it's possible to have a particular gender. It is possible. Okay? Let's see. How long does it take for the stomach to return to normal size after CS? There is no time frame. What you need to do is to go easy. Recover from your CS. Make sure you're getting enough rest. Make sure you're looking after your baby. The possibility and the probability of getting your belly back to normal size exactly the way it is almost zero. It will never come back to normal. When you go to have a baby, it's a labor of love. Some women will notice stretch marks in their belly. Some women's breast will fall. They are the price you will pay for becoming a mother. Now, what will get your belly back to the normal shape, at least to an extent, is what you eat, what you put into your mouth, and how you exercise. So once you are fully recovered from your CS, gradually start adopting healthy lifestyle, then exercise. That's the only way to get back to normal. There is no other shortcut, okay? So but right now, focus on you, focus on your baby, and make sure you're fully recovered, okay? All right, guys, let's see. Let me see. I think, okay, I have just a few more minutes above. So let me provide feedbacks to just maybe one more question, then we go for the day. Okay? Great job, Dr. Ndiche. Okay, let's see. Okay, I've already answered that. Yeah, tell your friend that remove her 2 tubes to go for IVF immediately without wasting time. No alternatives. Immediately. All right, especially if she's above 35. Okay, remember to join Dr. Ndiche tomorrow. Okay? If you miss the ovulation bootcamp, in few days' time, we'll have the PDF available. So if you are not able to pay for the full price for the bootcamp, you can have a discounted price. Very important class you don't want to miss. Okay, guys, I think I've attended to the questions I have. And I also want to believe Dr. Ndiche also provided feedbacks to the ones I didn't see. But if for some reasons your questions were not answered, hopefully I will do that tomorrow when I show up. Okay, I've already answered that. I'm just trying to check. Okay. Okay, let's see. Let me answer this. After a C-section, your period is still not regular like before. 3 months and 3 weeks. My sister, why are you worrying for nothing? You see what I've noticed? We love to worry a lot. We make a lot of storm in a teacup. My sister, you are 3 months and you had CS and you're worrying about your period. Come on now, give yourself a break. You are a new mother. It's 3 months. You had CS. Relax. The question you should be asking is, how are you feeding your baby? Why are you not breastfeeding? Is it because you can't express? Is it because of convenience? What is the reason why you're not breastfeeding your baby? Every new mother is encouraged to give a baby at least 6 months exclusive breastfeeding. So my major concern, my sister, at 3 months and 3 weeks is not whether your period is coming or not. I'm not bothered about that. Your body is not computer. Your body is not womb. Your body is trying to adjust. You just had a CS, 3 months, and you're worrying for nothing. Can you just go back and take care of yourself and your baby and relax? Matter of fact, your partner should not even be coming nearer you at 3 months after delivery because you can become pregnant. Whether your period is coming, whether it's skipping, whether it's not skipping, it's possible you have ovulated, especially as you're not breastfeeding. So your major concern is to prevent pregnancy. Leave your period alone. Anytime you have anything that happened to your body takes time to recover. So when you have a newborn, when you have miscarriage, when you have stillbirth, when you have myomectomy, when you have cystectomy, when you have polypectomy, anytime you have any octomy in your body goes through a lot of stress. Your body takes time to recover. When your body is going through stress, it can affect your ability to menstruate. So I'm not worried at all at 3 months and 3 weeks. Matter of fact, guess what? I'm not even worried at 1 year if your period hasn't returned. It's okay. Let's stop worrying for things that don't matter. Let's save our energy for things that matter. Go and find out why you're not breastfeeding your baby at 3 months and 3 weeks. You're cheating on your baby. If you can, some people for some reason might not. There are some women that might not express their breast milk. But if you can breastfeed, if you can express your breast milk, when you're not giving your baby breast, you're cheating on your baby. The best food you can give a newborn is breast milk. You don't need water. Your baby will be stronger. Your baby will avoid going to the hospital if you give your baby the breast milk that God gave you. Matter of fact, there is an important component of the first breast milk you give your baby. It's called colostrum. It will make your baby to be kakaraka. So many women are bothered about their breast. Oh, my breast has fallen. It's now sleeping. I want this. I want that. Then why do you want to be a mother? It doesn't matter if your breast is touching your back. It doesn't matter if your breast is touching your waist. It doesn't matter. You're a mother. Becoming a mother is the most important and the most beautiful experience you will have in your life. Unfortunately, so many women show up, they listen to me every day, and they are still delaying. You have manufactured all the reasons you will give on the 31st of December. Doc, I don't have money. Doc, I was praying. Doc, I was going. What can I do? How can I do? You cannot give any excuse again. My sister, if you have to borrow money, go and borrow money. If you haven't seen a doctor, go and see a doctor. This is September. Look, I'm warning you. There is no problem with you. You are going through challenges. Everybody goes through challenges. You are not in this alone. Listen to my voice, my sister. The way you see me agitated when I see a lot of women going through a lot is because I want you to be pregnant and become a mother because you are already late. If you are 40, when your baby is 10, you will be 50. How will you be at 50 with our doctors leaving Nigeria? If you are 50 already and you're still dilly-dallying, how will you be by 60? Will you go for a Muwa? Will you watch your daughter marry? Will you watch your son marry? Let's ask ourselves all these questions. What is your major reason for not taking your bold step? Why have you not seen a fertility specialist? Why are you still taking herbs? Why are you still sitting on the fence? Why are you not making love? Why are you not subscribing? Why are you not seeking help? My brother, the problem is coming from you. Why are you so full of yourself? Why are you not attending classes to learn? What is your plan? It's September again. You have lined up all the ashebis. You have lined up all the parties. You have lined up all the cars you're going to buy, all the shoes, all the clothes, all the football matches. But you are not budgeting money to go and start your family. Is that not ironical? Let's get things right, okay? God bless you for coming today. I love you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Remember, it's first day of the month. If you need to subscribe, follow admin. You can come in at 1 week. You can come in at 1 month. You can come in at 3 months. You can come in at 6 months. If you are already pregnant, we do not want to hear any stories that touch the heart. Ensure your pregnancy. Go to ANC immediately. And be wise. Until you have gone for your ultrasound, my sister, my brother, you are not clinically pregnant. Oh. We need to see that baby developing inside your womb. So you must do your urine test. You must go for blood test. You must go for ultrasound. The earlier you get your ANC started, the better. There are thousands of babies, millions of babies that died we could have saved if we did the right thing. So when you become a mother, when you become pregnant, you're a mother hen. You protect your baby by every single thing you do, by what you eat, by how you think, by how you sleep, by every single decision you think about your baby. So when you're being smart, when you're mising, when you can spend fortunes on yourself, but you can't go to the best doctor in your community because you are thinking you don't have money. The money is just paper. Protect your family. If you are going through hell, keep going. Don't stop. Hell is temporal. Motherhood is permanent. Fatherhood is permanent. You can join the League of Fathers and Mothers. Let me tell you the truth. The love a mother has for her baby. Oh my God. We haven't found the dictionary qualification. You do not understand how it feels to look at your baby and this is your baby. You just don't understand. I want you to think about your babies now. Go home and have a family meeting. The only time I allow couples to quarrel is based on having babies. If your partner is not doing the right thing, challenge him. If you need to leave that relationship, leave. So many of you are in dead relationship. So many of you, the problem is your partner, and he's not even bothered. He's telling you, oh, let's wait on God. God is the one waiting for you. So go and start your family. Kill all those excuses. If you wanna do something, you find a way. If you don't want to do it, you find excuses. God bless you and enjoy the rest of your day. May September be a September to remember for all our members. God bless you and bye-bye for now.